It is a windy day here at Hayling. However, it's not raining, which is a massive win because there's been a lot of rain, which, you know, hampers progress on various rides and attractions as they go back together for the new season. And of course, Funland are open for February half term. The spinning coaster was completed before the winter's break, so that's ready to go. That's all together, tested, ready, waiting to go. Now they are working on the rides in the middle here. We won't get too close because they are obviously attaching bits, putting it back together after its winter maintenance. And that includes the balloons here and of course the seagulls behind, which are actually the last two remaining rides to go back together, which is great to see. It really is. Everything else is back together and pretty much tested, just the Miami to test. We will get some shots, we won't get too close, but we will get some shots. I am cautious, these guys are working. And of course, from a safe side of the operations here, you can see the arms. Of course, not all the cabling is in yet as it all starts to go back together. And of course, it's just the fascia and lights. Now, whilst no one's in here, we'll have a quick look at the seagulls. And as you can see, so this one has just been put back on. Again, we've not been connected yet. Seagulls haven't been added, but you can see the seagulls. They actually come off, they sit on the top. And then as it all comes apart here, it's best to look on this one. So these have been repainted, still got to be sort of cleaned down, and then these attach and go back on. And this is actually the last one to go back on, but of course it will then need to be connected up, tested, greased. But all of this has undergone all its testing over the winter period as it all comes back together. Look at this. And it's great to see, really is great to see. Especially when you see this, you just don't see this very often. Seagulls will be ready to go, obviously weather pending. We don't have opening times quite yet for the season, so we can't share those with you yet. But of course the rides will all be ready, apart from the Log Flume. The Log Flume is actually, from what we're led to believe, ready, but it won't be open for February half term, which is probably a good choice. As we come up here, you will see that the Twister, which was all in the dodgems last time we were here just before Christmas, has been completely put back together. So it was being painted, does look really, really fresh. We've still got some fascias and things to go on again, but ride itself is back together, tested, ready to go. Gleaming in the sunlight today. A little bit of sunlight today. Not a lot, but a little bit of sunlight today. And indeed, Dragon's Rush as well. Now again, we did say last time, we'll put the wooden parts to stop the flat spots on the wheels. However, this has actually gone round last week, ready to go, all tested, all checked, no problems. So that will be open for February half term, which is good to see. The Miami is being worked on over there at the moment. That's actually the last ride they do as we walk round to the Vikings. And just to sort of show you just the difference in here from when we were in here last. So last time we were in here, the coaster was all across the base here. The Dodgems cars are still protected because it hasn't been cleaned up quite in here yet, but you know, everything's gone. Everything has been worked on and gone. The actual flooring, which you see here, the wood here, the floor has been replaced in the ice cream parlour as they carry on, obviously works ready to open for the new season. And here is the Viking boats. Again, last time we saw the Viking boats, all the sails were off. But they are now back on. Bit of theming still to go back in. But all these have been painted up, as we said. Look at that, again. Great job on the painting. These all come back together. Still a little bit of work, but not a lot. These are a great example. I do love these. Then, of course, we have the Dumbos. Again, last time we were here, we had we have some cars here. We had the Dumbos over the back there, back on. Again, completely back on. We can get up and have a close look. And you'll notice as well, these actually have a lap bar as well, hydraulic lap bar, which comes down and protects. As we know, a certain ride is going in for alterations on their Dumbos. So again, not everything's been connected yet. Doesn't need to be, in honesty, to be put back together and tested, but ready to roll on the Dumbos. But of course, let's go and have a look at the coaster. Here is the coaster. Now, we did say they were having brand new brakes, which we did show you being built, constructed, tested, and they are indeed on the ride. Here you can see the lovely shiny brakes. They've all been done down here as well. Complete change for this year. I still miss the turntable. I'm gonna have to ask them to show me the turntable at some point. I don't think today's the day by any means, but we'll have a quick look up. They trust me to do this at the cars, and here are the cars. And indeed, we'll have a quick look, and you can see the brakes. Brand new ones here, across here, and again across here as well. All been redone for this year. This is back together, this is fully back together. All the cars have been tested, all done. Last time we saw these, they were in the workshop in pieces. But look at these are completely done and back on, ready for the new season. You can even see as well how the electrics touch here. You don't normally get to see that on the car. It's a really, really good view. So if you ever wondered, obviously the electrics on here keep everything down so the restraints and things don't open. And then as you come into the station, they make contact with the pads. And of course it allows power to the cars in order for it to unlock. So it is ready to go for the 2026 season. The mine train has returned. All 3 cars are done on the track. Right, so it's just the Miami which they are working on at the moment. I'm not sure we can get a close-up of that, but we will give it a quick bash. Just while we were here, and obviously we can have a look here. We're not going to go any further for obvious reasons. Here is the lift, the coaster. I mean, this is a big old mine train coaster, this one. These aren't small by any means. You can see the turntable here, obviously the connections that come down. You get to touch the track. I know they find it a bit geeky when I do things like this, but it's the kind of stupid things I like, in honesty. And then, yeah, look at the view. Look at the view. Surfs up the Technical Park Miami. It's being worked on at the moment. It's the only one that so far hasn't been run yet for 2026, but they're hoping to get it run today. That's how close they are to it. And of course, at the moment, the guys are down here checking restraints, checking all the wiring, checking obviously safety and everything like that. Everything's done. Everything's done. I'd love to see it. Love to see it all come back together. Of course, the yo-yos. You know, there was nothing here last time we were here. That's all back together. There we have it. Funland Hayling Island is nearly ready to open for 2026. It's great to see. Again, it's just amazing, you know, seeing how much work they've done in the workshop over there. With all of this was still in there. Unbelievably, it was all still in there, all kind of apart. It's all been tested, it's all been put back together. It's all been run, ready for February half term, and we're nearly there. Couple more little bits, which they're doing, and February half term is here. £16 February half term, which I think is an absolute bargain. That's unlimited rides for the day. Everything should be open, with the exception of the Log Flume, which, let's face it, nobody wants to ride in February, not even me. Not even I'm going to be stupid enough to do that. Can't wait to get back on some rides, get on Dragon's Rush, get back on the Miami, and indeed the coaster for 2026. Not long left.